Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Claws red. 40. Ready.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here we go. Chalk. 17. Red. 38. Blue striker. 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On the set.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Visitors 7, Broncos nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, it's Achane. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Go get him, go get him.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Look out!
They'll run. Achane. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
56, 56. Hey, home. 580.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Black, old, set, hut. White, black. 90, black, shot. Set.
2nd and 4. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready. 33, yellow. Blue, check. Steel, black. Red, cycle. Hut.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Loose inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
45, what? Slice blue. 22 needle. Ready?
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ready?
This is caught. Touchdown. Mason Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Broncos nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Alert! 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 We go!
Up the middle, Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd and 12.
19!
Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We go!
A run straight ahead with Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen maybe with a free play. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
319! Hey, hold.
To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Brown 80. Regular. Middle. What's that?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
At the 32-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That one a first down pickup of 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, Sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7. Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Allen. That's complete to DK. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Allen. So left side here, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. On It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
180!
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dalton Kincaid as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Down. 10 black. Drill, green, trail, yellow. Fuse, yellow. Hut.
Right side to Watson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Needle blue, blue striker. Smash, red. Come on, set. Black shot, yellow, 43. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. This pass down the field for Gibbs. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Half 85, half 85.
Throwing now is Allen. Throw caught by Achane. Call it a gain of a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. 10 black. Steel black. Slice blue. White. White. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy.
Past the 20. 5. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 60. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
28, Broncos 14. Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Pacheco on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Allen now looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Go red. Hey, blue. Set.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
14. Cam Little to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
To throw, it's Allen.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Visitors 42. Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Brown 80.
Now Allen again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Allen gonna throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Allen. He's got it to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen. That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets Takes it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Alert, alert, alert! Check, lucky. Ready?
Achane once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score. Visitors 42. Broncos 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pair it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Down. Red 38. Black shot.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Red drill, 52, black swap, 33, yellow. Hut.
Gibbs straight ahead. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. Oh, it stays up. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this,